Hi everybody, hope you're well. Today I want to talk about setting goals. And this is a really important part of creating success in anyone's life, and not just finances, of course, but all areas of our life as well. So I'd like to just quickly run through, firstly, why do we set goals? Well, there is a saying which you may have heard of, and it's been attributed to a few different people. It goes, um, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Makes sense, right? You wouldn't go to an airport and just jump on a plane somewhere. You'd probably end up in the wrong place. So the idea of goals is if you don't set something to aim for, then you can be wandering off in any direction and not achieve what you want to achieve. Now, how does it work? I'll go through the method in a minute of how I do it. There's no rocket science to it, of course. But the reason goals work at a micro level, I'm not sure if you heard of the RAS, Reticular Activating System. What the Reticular Activating System does, it's part of your brain. And what it means is that when you tell your subconscious about something, your RAS is a part of your brain that will go, okay, you're interested in that. I'll focus on that. And every time that comes up, I will highlight it to you. I'll remind you. And also part of your brain that'll speak to the universe or whatever, that'll attract things to you. Now, the RAS, let's give an example. Say, for instance, that you suddenly like a car. You suddenly notice the car and go, oh, I love that car. I really want one of those cars. So you maybe go to a showroom and you're going to sit in the car and you look at it. And this is programming your RAS that this is the car you want. Now, as soon as you walk away from that dealership, you're going to see that car everywhere. You're going to think, well, where do all these cars suddenly appear from? I've never seen one before, and now they're everywhere. That's your RAS, right? It's saying, you wanted this car, look, here they are, they're everywhere. Another example, what the RAS also does, it blocks out all the noise. Now, just think you're in a crowded room, maybe a party or something. There's all this noise going on around you, but your mind's pretty much blocking it all out. So you're having a conversation with someone, and then somebody says your name in the background, and you sort of hear your name. I think you hear your name from a distance, and suddenly you'll be alert to go, oh, who's that? Who wants me? Who called me? Because your RAS is also tuned to your name, of course, because your name's very important. So the RAS blocks out all the external noises, because if you didn't do that, it would be chaos. You would be thinking, what's this? What's that? What's that? What's that? Who's saying that? Who's doing that? What's this? And you wouldn't be able to concentrate on anything. So the RAS blocks out all the other noises around, just so you can focus on what you want to focus on. So that's the RAS, Reticular Activating System. Now let's get back to goals. Goals. So we need to set up goals for where we want to go in our life, so that we can focus on them. We don't just set a goal and then forget about it. What a lot of people do, which is why they don't work, New Year's resolutions. Now, if you decide, yeah, I really want to get fit, I want to join the gym on January the 1st or 2nd, whenever they open, and get fit, and finally make the effort to, become fit and healthy. You make that vow to yourself, and a lot of people do this, and within 2 months, I don't know what the percentage is, 80% or something. It's a large percentage have given up because it's too hard. They can't find the time. All these excuses. Basically, you lose the impetus, right? You lose the momentum. You lose the drive, the motivation, whatever it might be. So what we do, we set goals, and we don't set goals which are all airy-fairy. We will set goals which are, yes, you have dreams and you want to focus on them, but you don't want to focus on them once and then forget about it. That dream you've got of being fit and healthy, you want to make sure you remind yourself every day, at least once a day, that this is what you're going for. This is the feeling you're going to have when you are fit and healthy. That's reminding yourself, reminding your RAS, that's what you want. That's what you want to focus on. And if you do that every day, even more than once a day, then you'll find you'll move much closer to it, because you don't just forget about it and it drifts off into the distance as a memory. You keep reminding yourself how good you're going to feel when you, in this case, become fit and healthy. So that's why we set goals, because we need to have something to aim for, and we need to remind ourselves all the time. So what areas of our life do we want to look at? 4 key areas are health, no good without a healthy body. Wealth, no good without finances. We need finances to survive these days. Self, which would mean looking after your mind and your mindset and your belief system and all those things. And then social, because we are social creatures, right? Networking, friends, fun, that sort of stuff. So we have 4 areas: health, wealth, self, and social. And then what I suggest you do, have these 4 areas, and I like to use spreadsheets because they're nice and convenient, and you can easily modify them. Writing out is good, but if you make a mistake or change your goals, you've got to rewrite it every time. Spreadsheets, nice and easy, cut, paste, type in the new stuff. And set some goals. What do you want? Where do you want to be in each of those areas of your life? Start off with long-term goals, and these should fit into your ideal day as well, which I talked about before. Have an ideal day where this is where you want to be in, say, a couple of years, 2-3 years. This is where I want to be. This is what my ideal day wants to look like. I want to be fit and healthy. I want to have enough money to be able to do what I want to do and not worry about it. I want to feel confident in myself and have belief that I can achieve anything in my life. And I want to have a network of friends and colleagues, acquaintances around me that will support me and support what I believe in. So do a long-term goal for each area, and then do a short-term goal as well. Just think maybe 3 months' time. You can make this more granular, of course. You can bring it down to, you need to make everything you do into smaller steps, because if you make it just the big long-term goal, it's going to be too daunting. You're going to find that, oh, too hard. I don't believe I'll ever get there. What's the point? Too much, too hard. And you'll find you'll give up before you even really give it a good go. By making it more granular, by bringing it to a shorter term goal, maybe 3 months first, then you can bring it down to 1 month, and then what you're going to do this week and today. But if you have 3-month goals and write them down, this 3-month goal has to be realistic. We often overestimate what we can do in 3 months, underestimate what we can do in 3 years. It's just the way our brain works. So make sure they're goals that are achievable within 3 months. And again, all 4 areas: health, wealth, self, social. Then, of course, we need to make action steps so we can take those action steps. So for a long-term goal of wealth, one of them for me was to start my own business. So that's great. That's a great goal. That's an action step. I start my own business and I want to be successful within 3 years, and whatever I want to achieve. So much dollars per month or per year, and have this business or doing this or whatever the goal might be. Of course, these things can change, and they probably will. as you get into them, you take those early day action steps, you'll probably find that as you take those action steps, the things will move slightly. Suddenly, that goal you wanted to do doesn't really fit you anymore. It isn't really what you want to do. It doesn't really suit the person you are. Because as you progress, your beliefs will change slightly. Your surroundings will change. Your friends will change. Things will change. So you may well end up sort of veering off slightly, or maybe even make a complete pivot, complete change. I don't want to have a small business anymore. My wealth, I want to renovate houses, and I don't know, something completely different. You never know what's going to happen, right? But you've got to start somewhere, and by making this plan, these goals, you aim for that. So you do your short-term ones as well, your 3-month goals, so that you got something that's more realistic and something that you can aim for, and you can believe you can get there. So 3 months, I want to join an education program that's going to get me towards my businesses I want to create, my business I want to create in the next 3 years. And within 3 months, I want to learn enough skills to start producing an income, or learn enough skills to just have some kind of realistic goal that you can achieve. Health, I want to join a gym and be going every 3 times a week, or 3 months, you could probably say 5 times a week, and be really into it. And I want to lose, I don't know, 5 kilos, 10 pounds. Just something that you can achieve, and that you're going to get up every morning and start running. Something you can achieve, and when you get there, you'll go, yes, I'm well on my way to reaching my long-term target. So yeah, so that's what we do. And if you do it in a spreadsheet, I like to use spreadsheets. It's not simple. I print it out, and I actually have that as part of my morning routine. So I have the printout every morning, do my meditation, I go through my morning routine, and I will read out my goals. Now, this is something that I incorporated this year. I started just before the new year. Not the goals, but having it in front of me every single day. And it's made a big difference, because instead of just having a goal and then kind of reminding myself every week, oh yeah, I need to focus on this, every day it's in my face. There it is. This is what I want to achieve. So you do it every day. You're reminding yourself all the time of what you want to achieve, and all the 4 major areas of your life, so that every one of those can improve. And I know it's a big difference in doing that. So I highly recommend you do that. Put it as part of your morning routine, or maybe your bedtime routine. Maybe before you go to sleep, when you do thank yous for the day, you read through your goals and say, yeah, I want to achieve all this, and this is what I need to do tomorrow. Make a plan for tomorrow. Noisy crow outside. Yes, so that's what we have to remind ourselves all the time. Every day is a great way to do it, more often if you can. Now, here's something else I've incorporated this year. I have a reminder on my computer screen, and I read it every hour. Now, how do I remember every hour? Well, I've got a Mac. I'm sure you can do the same sort of thing on Windows. What I do is set a reminder that says, what am I manifesting now? And that is just my cue. I'm manifesting total abundance. I have my little script down the bottom of my screen. Abundance flows easily to me because I'm open and ready to receive the money that's already on its way. Thank you. I'm so grateful for my financial abundance. I read that, I picture my abundance, and I pull up my spreadsheet with my vision board on it. It has all these goals I want to achieve. Monthly income, little toys I want, just the sort of thing that I want on my vision board. So every hour, or hopefully every hour. Well, okay, so it pops up once. Then what I do on the Mac is I go remind me in an hour. So it goes away, the reminder goes away, 1 hour later, pops up again. Have a quick look, read my affirmation, look at my vision board, and I'll go and hide that remind me in an hour, and it goes away, and an hour later it comes back. So pretty much every hour I'm reminding myself what I want to achieve. I don't go through my goals every hour, but my affirmation and my vision board are linked to my goals. So it's a good way to just keep reminding yourself, why are you doing this? What are you trying to achieve in your life? Because it's so easy just to get distracted, get pulled away from where you want to go. And then you will not achieve what you want to achieve. All areas of your life, remember. I've heard all these people that focus on the money side of their life, but they're miserable. People who are very very healthy and happy, they've got no money, and it's very hard to survive without money. So all areas. Sometimes you'll have to put more attention to certain areas, more areas than others. But always keep. It's called, if you get all 4 areas of your life in harmony, then you'll be like in a flow state. Everything will just flow more naturally, much more easily, without having to push all the time. It'll just happen because you'll be healthy, you'll be full of energy. Money just seems to come easily because it's just the way it is, because you've got everything set up, you've got all your business set up, and you have a positive mindset, right? You don't have you have an abundance mindset, not a scarcity mindset, and that's part of your mindset. So your mindset is all good. You've been reading books, and your mind has now been reprogrammed with all the good stuff you want to achieve, and you've got a nice network of friends around you to support you, and should you get into any kind of tricky situations, problems you want to solve, you have a network of people you can turn to help you out. So that's it for goals. That's all I wanted to cover. Set up a long-term, just in summary, a spreadsheet or some kind of writing down the long-term goals you want in 4 areas: health, wealth, self, social. And then the short-term goals, action steps to get there, and then you can make it as granular as you like, and you can have, this week I want to achieve this in each area of my life, tomorrow I want to do this in each area of my life. And you do that, you will find that you will reach your goals much quicker, because you won't be veering off and forgetting about it, getting distracted by things, getting attracted to, what they call it, shiny object syndrome. I'm a bit of a victim of that myself. So just keeps you focused on where you want to go. Okay, I hope you found it useful. If you've got any questions, just drop me an email. Great to talk to you. And I wish you a fantastic day. Okay, I'll speak to you soon. Take care.